I would like it to be known, not to change the subject too quick, but this is a pretty big news. Okay? Not a lot of people would expect this from this podcast. But I would like this podcast to be remembered as a podcast that supports the Women's World Cup because we talked about it during the podcast.
Right.
The Women's World Cup is happening right now, and I don't think anybody has a clue that it's happening. I accidentally watched the game the other day. I was just flipping through, and my fucking everybody's seen the way my TV work. DirecTV's out again, by the way, at the house. It just freezes. Couldn't work the guide. It just clicked on one that was wide open. Turned on Fox 59. All of a sudden, I'm watching fucking Spain and somebody else in the Women's World Cup, and I was like, holy shit, the Women's World Cup is happening right now.
Actually happening.
Right?
Oh,
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know, because I swear I was going to
exactly.
ask.
Hey, you...
I don't
want you to even be a part of this podcast because this is a podcast that supports the Women's
I was going to
World
ask, do
Cup.
we have like Olympics or like World Cup to look forward to?
Yeah, USA plays today versus Thailand.
Tuesday?
No, as in like tomorrow.
Tuesday,
yes. I get so jet lagged on this podcast.
But yeah, Foxy, I almost want to kick you off the show because this is a podcast that supports the Women's World Cup.
You're right. I saw an
agree.
incredible nutmeg highlight tweet today, and I was like, wow, look at that. Look at that. That's an incredible play.
Yeah, we've had some great play out there so far. I haven't missed a game, but
That's what you've been saying this
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, I've been
because
trying
you
to
and
tell-
I were texting all weekend.
Yep.
You were back at your brother's bachelor party, but you were sneaking off to go watch the Women's World Cup.
yeah, exactly. I told him, I was like, hey, guys, my stomach's not feeling great. I just fucking head next door, grab a beer and sit down for, an hour and a half and just
90
watch
minutes.
Yeah, watch some incredible soccer.
And what has happened?
And I wasn't disappointed. Okay, I mean, France is looking good right now.
So good.
France has got some horses out there.
We.
Yeah, exactly. Reynard, she looks great. 2 goals in the first game against South Korea. They beat the piss out of them, starched them.
We all kind of expected that too, especially with the way Mbappe was playing for the dudes a couple years back.
Exactly.
gotta
Host
keep pace.
country. It is in France. So
We knew that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Little extra juice
Didn't
there,
we?
obviously being at home.
We knew it was in France.
yeah.
We've been talking about it this whole time.
Like you mentioned, Spain, another pick to click going deep in this tournament. Okay. They've just, I don't know. I mean, they play the game the right way.
That's what everybody says.
Gatlana had a nice little hat trick last game. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
did she?
Yeah. So she
Spain.
exactly.
That was a country.
They wiped out
embarrassing.
South Africa.
By the way, you will get kicked off of this too. We are a podcast that supports the Women's World Cup.
I saw Martha from Brazil. Looked, someone photoshopped a joint in her hand on the bench.
Nice.
Looked pretty good.
Probably because she wasn't getting enough shine. Because Christiane actually also netted a hat trick for the Brazil.
I have a question about this real quick. Why do Brazilians have one name?
Like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, like her name is just one name.
Christiane, yeah, it's the beautiful game, dude. It's what they do in Brazil.
They just have one name?
I don't know. I honestly
Ronaldo.
because there's a couple Ronaldos.
Ronaldinho,
Well, it's like-
Neymar. I mean, they all have last names
Well,
or
they don't
first
list
names.
it there.
What do you think? You think it's Carl Neymar?
You know what? I don't know if that's been confirmed. It could be.
Carl.
Yeah, they go by their surnames, I think.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Surnames.
Yep.
Like Messi's one name, right?
No.
Lionel.
But
That's
everyone
all-
knows
that's why-
exactly.
hey, that's why I
All these
shouldn't be on
Collins
this
folk know him
podcast.
as Messi.
This is very tough.
Well, I'm not a soccer guy.
Hey, Megan
But it's not
Klingenberg.
about soccer. It's about America taking on the world's greatest on the greatest stage, which is the Women's World Cup.
Shout out Pittsburgh's
Right.
own Megan Klingenberg.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
doing
Let's go, Kling.
her. She's doing her
Wait, so
Periscope show.
America's in it.
Oh, Klingenberg?
Yes, America's in it.
Did they win?
Big game today against Thailand, bro.
We also got Chile and Sweden in our bracket. So
Chile!
I mean,
Swedes.
look for us to move on very
Spicy.
easily out of. I think.
Don't sleep on the
Are we
Swedes.
in? I think we're in Group D. I think maybe G. I don't know.
Some D's on that bitch.
But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a couple horses to bet on moving forward, the United States, Spain, France, and Brazil all look very strong this year.
And we wouldn't have known that going into the World Cup that those would have been the four teams to bet on.
No idea.
Nobody would have thought those.
That's what's great about the Women's World Cup.
Exactly.
is You just don't know till it happens.
I mean, people were pumping China's tires big time before the start of the event, but
They're agile.
The conditioning levels have to be incredible fighting through all that pollution and smog.
that's exactly right.
Lungs of steel.
It's like training in
What's your
Colorado.
problem, bro? Just because there's a bunch of Laramie Tunzels over there, they're hitting the gas
what I'm
mask
saying.
every day. That's probably an advantage, by the way.
Of course it is.
It's exciting stuff, Ty. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you bet.
Really appreciate what you did there for us.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'd be watching it anyway, so I'm not a chore,
I feel like it's that bad marketing, man. Ain't nobody know that they're
No.
playing. I just found out they're playing Thailand from Zito. Zito taught me that.
Well,
What's going on? Because the women, by the way, they used to be America's fucking
yeah.
team. The United States women's soccer
I can
team.
feel your passion right now. The
They
tears are
really
coming
were,
out.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, the tears?
The tears coming out with the passion.
Yeah, that's what they're from. We didn't have to edit out a whole part. But honestly, the women's soccer team used to be
that Brandy
Mia Hamm.
Chastain thing
Yeah.
is like one of the most
Exactly.
iconic sports pictures of all time.
Yeah, Mia Hamm.
Fucking, what's her name?
Those other the
Megan Rapinoe.
Rapino.
Abby Wambach.
That's the one I'm
There
looking
you go.
for. Wamba.
She was awesome. She headed everything.
Yep.
She's a
Hope
monster.
Solo.
See, Hope Solo really good at soccer there for a little bit.
She a goalie.
She had some issues.
Yep. I think she beat up her husband the night before they got married.
yeah, several
Like got
times.
arrested for
Several
it.
times.
I mean, who doesn't want to do that,
Well, I don't think that's the right question to be asking. But I honestly think she beat up her husband, got arrested, and then
Yeah.
got married the next day.
Yep, I'm pretty sure you're
Or
right.
maybe it was her brother. She beat up somebody who was in jail, and they got married the next day.
I think she's whooped her brother's ass. I think she's whooped her husband's
I was,
ass.
I
I
think
think
there's
she
something
likes
about her
throwing
nephew.
hands.
Yeah, it was her nephew. She got arrested. It was something along those because it was domestic violence, but it was somebody in her family. It wasn't like it was like a very interesting domestic.
Maybe
violence.
their whole fight, it's a fight club in their family. And they can't talk about it. But
So they
it
just have to go to
happens.
jail.
Yeah.
They just have to go to jail. If an outsider sees it, they got to go to jail.